So I've been muted this whole entire time. I have been muted this whole entire time. There's some work stuff, some cup stuff. So yeah, we've kind of got some goals here. I'm going to go back to where we at. That's so funny that I muted that entire intro. The short version is that I'm going to be doing some content on LinkedIn as well as Twitch. I think there's some good opportunities to use Twitch and LinkedIn in ways that I don't see it being done a lot of right now, at least. There's a company, and here's the article that I'm about to publish. There's this company called FreightWaves. These guys are, I mean, they're like a supply chain company. They run like a news channel though on their website. This FreightWaves TV, where they're all the time having these like broadcast style things. It's, I mean, zero interest to me, the content that they're spitting out here, because I'm not in that industry at all. But I thought just a really compelling way to provide to this niche a very unique deal with kind of that. I think they liken it to like a Bloomberg TV type of deal, where they're constantly providing news updates through the days. I mean, nobody else on LinkedIn is doing this. They're streaming on LinkedIn. I think it's a great idea. I'm going to be using it for my own personal brand, as well as my day job. I think Cubs could benefit from a more pronounced digital presence. I don't know exactly what that looks like. We're pretty entrenched in the brick and mortar world, in the coffee world. We have an online business, but I'm going to be really thinking about this as I do my own stuff on the side, how this can benefit Cubs in addition to that. One thing that I did today, talking about LinkedIn a little bit, is I turned my profile into, what did I do? I turned creator mode on, which I thought was pretty interesting. It's basically like, it says open to, well, this is not the public profile. What does it say in the public profile? Join to connect. I think it lets people follow you a lot quicker. How can I just view my, maybe this is my public profile. Open to work. Need to change that stuff because it looks like I'm looking for full-time work when I'm not. I'm open to doing stuff on the side. Grow your audience and get discovered. Let's see. Basically just lets you highlight stuff that you're making is the way that I interpreted it. It puts the featured articles and stuff up here at the top. It puts your activity kind of at the top, at the forefront of your profile. It's meant to, I believe, position folks as quite explicitly creators. I've been doing some writing on LinkedIn already. I think I'm going to be doing some more. I've got one queued up here that's actually about this whole Twitch LinkedIn setup that I'm just going to publish right now. I am live streaming about this article right now. got some worlds within worlds going on here. Twitch, yeah, LinkedIn, cool. Excuse me. Oh, well, that was silly. Note on the post. Oh, good night. Did I post twice? I did. I post. Oh, we got to see a glitch in the Matrix live right there. Let's delete this one. Somehow I managed to post it twice. All right. So yeah, I think LinkedIn articles are a pretty powerful way to get some content out specifically in niches real easily. I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be using it more and more. You know, I've signed up for this Dev2 thing as well. This seems to be a great community, and in fact, I'm gonna cross promote it by posting this over here because I am fairly confident that on Dev2, in fact, I'm 100% confident that on Dev2 you can also tell it where the post was originally written under settings. Yep, the canonical URL. Hey, look at that. Freight Waves is live right now. I was just talking about these guys. They're live all the time. All right. Make sure this is the canonical link. And in fact, let me just make sure, yeah. It up there. So the canonical link is here. We're going to delete these image spots. And Dev2, these guys use Markdown, so I may not actually do all this. Well, yeah, I guess I will. I don't have a ton of time, so this is as good as anything to do real quick. They use Markdown here instead of plain text. You know, it's not very difficult to learn how to do Markdown. And we'll make a few edits here and get this looking nice and spiffy. Where is what I'm looking for? Boom. Looking for that cover image. Unexpected end of JSON element. Well, this is not a JSON element. It is simply a PNG file. That's weird. Let's save the draft and try that again. What the heck is going on there? Will any of these work? I wonder if it's got to be a JPEG file. That would be interesting. I love finding out these little quirks. There's so many of these little quirks, it seems like. Open recent, LinkedIn profile. That's not the one. That's already open. Wait, a LinkedIn banner. Well, what the heck? Is it in here and I'm just missing it? It sure is. There it is right there. All right. Instead of a PNG, let's make this a JPEG. Save that sucker. Video, LinkedIn articles. Okay. Now, are you gonna like this Dev2? What the heck? Okay. Didn't I do that 15 times? Okay. Whatever. So Markdown has stuff like this where you make these hashtags and it gives you a heading. And we're just gonna, all we're gonna do right now is just add heading 2s, H2 headings that is, to the sections that I built out here. What do we title this? 5 thoughts. So we'll put this up here at the top too. Tags. I mean, what is this about? Video. LinkedIn, Twitch, and entrepreneur. Always spell that word wrong. Okay. Post title. Boom, boom, boom. Markdown likes you to have these spaces in between, like this hybrid cross channel, and then the next line. Let's see if, maybe because it's a heading, it doesn't matter. See if that does anything different. Yeah, it's about the same. I'm going to put it in there because I like how it's formatted better. Now what I'm not going to have in here are the links that I added. That's okay. We don't need those. We're all good. Post that up. Boom, 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 boom. Here's what the old setup looks like. I'm using this right now. I actually put this, it's a monstrosity up in between my cameras, but it's the best setup for how I've got my desk and the screens and stuff right now. Check this out. Got a little helper as well. In case I ever get stumped and stuff on screen, I can just say, hey, Dyron, what do you think about all this? Does this look good to you? Cool. All right. See you later, man. I thought that was pretty neat. Got my little buddy there. Okay. It's 2:07 Eastern Time. We're going to now pull up what we started the other day, which was ye old freeCodeCamp. So we started to do the last little bit of actually the last project. I'm going to stand up here. Of the last project in this responsive web design certification over at freeCodeCamp. Oh man, you can see the top of the screen there. Oh well. Make this go up a little bit more. How's that? That's a little bit better. Yeah, works. So what we started to do was a very rudimentary little project, and it's basically having us. I'll pull up the deal for us to go by. freeCodeCamp. It's basically having us build a portfolio site with just some basic sections. This first one, hey, name, what I am, a little grid here with project links, and then a footer at the bottom, and then a section where you can find more links to profiles and stuff. So we got to this point. Let's see where we're at. localhost. Just added some background colors so I could actually see the section delineation here. We got to this point and pretty good with almost all of the tests so far. The way that I'm doing it is I'm building it in VS Code, and I'm going to actually put it on GitHub on my legit site. It's not going to be super pretty, but it's going to be built by me, and I'm more interested in building stuff than making it super pretty right now. The way then that we're going to use the testing deal is we have to put this JavaScript. I think we just throw it in our code here. Let me see. Oops. Now I am pretty sure, yeah, that just pulls up this test suite. I think this is called our personal portfolio, and yeah, so it tests and it says you passed 10 of the criteria. We're almost done, I think, in terms of the actual project itself. We're going to need to make it look a whole heck of a lot better, but I do want it to just test clean and complete this front-end certification first and foremost. So the Nav Bar, the last things that we did, I think we did this Nav Bar thing, didn't we? Yeah, Nav Bar stays at the top. Let's actually see what we didn't do. Should have a link with an ID of profile link opening GitHub or, okay, I thought I did that in a media query. So that's all we have to do. Do I not have the link in here? There's the link. I must not have put the correct tag on it. My portfolio should have a link with an ID of profile link. Okay, this is profile link. Oh, but it's in a section. I just put the ID in the wrong place. So this section is gonna be ID footer, and then so I got two links. It's wanting an ID. Okay, whatever. Profile link just to make it happy. And that indeed should make it happy. 11. And then we need a media query. What are we going to media query here? I mean, eventually we're going to have actual blocks with projects under the My Project section. Right now it's pretty ugly. Maybe we could just use some foresight and do that. Because I want to do a few things. I'm going to add another link in the Nav Bar for the contact section. Probably going to have a footer as well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to do that yet. I'm going to put an image in the dead center here with some text instead of this text up here. And let's see. So let's do this first. Let's get the media query out of the way. So to do that, I want to add 3 projects. And when it's on desktop, they can be side by side. We'll probably do Flexbox for them. But when we scale down, we'll want them to stack on top of each other. Let me make 3 colored boxes first. I think that'll be the easiest way to do this, since I haven't done this in a while. My old boys at MDN Web Docs. I'm always looking at this. And see, this is the other reason I need to be doing this more often, is I just forget simple things. Basic, simple stuff. Alright, the projects. So we've got a section, projects, and then we've got the project tiles. Okay, so each of these. So first of all, the project section. Display flexbox. Right? Yeah. We'll come back to that, but then that'll let all of these project tiles we can just make them square grids. Let's just what are we gonna do? Let's just hard code some pixels in for a second. 300 pixels wide and high. Okay. Is that going to do what I want it to do? I think it is. Okay. Oops. Yeah, and then let's duplicate this twice. The old Shift-Alt-Down arrow. So right now they're stacked and I don't want them to, so that's flex direction, right? Flex direction, column, is that right? What am I missing here? Supposed to say flex box. I'm supposed to say flex. And then I think the direction is correct out of the gate. Yeah. Alright. I did that last time and it stumped me for a long time as I put flex box instead of flex. Okay, so now they're good except when they go under here. When they squeeze down, they just squeeze together. So I want them to break, you know, about right there. What is that? See, I've got all this stuff scaled up. I think it should break. Well, let's just try a couple things and we can load it up on my phone and test that out. We'll break it at 700, okay. Add media. I don't quite remember the syntax here either. So the media query. This is what I want to do. Yeah, so it's a max width thing. 700. And when that happens, the project's flex direction needs to go to row. Obviously that did not work. Because it doesn't need to go to row, it needs to go to column. Boom. Alright, now that actually satisfies all of the tests, or it should. So that passes. I'm not going to be able to submit this though because this is not live. I'm going to do a little bit more work to this before I put it on my live site. Although I could, let's remind ourselves of what we're dealing with here. Here's the current site, but I did clone this and put it here so that I could eventually replace the full-on aimandcontrol.com with what we're working on. In a third place, it's like layer upon layer, I've got this repo for freeCodeCamp portfolio, which is a super basic, here is the list of stuff I've done so far. I'm thinking we put this in here as it is right now. In fact, I think you can do, can't you do like a submodule so that I change it in one place and it changes in the other repository? I think that's a possibility too. We're not going to go into the weeds with that though right now. What we will do is check and see if we've got that repository, and we do. No, that's not it. Yeah, we do. freeCodeCamp portfolio. So that's here. I think no, we're not going to do that yet because I'm not proud to put this anywhere because it's nothing right now. Even if it passes those tests, I don't want it to go anywhere in this state. So we'll get this looking a little bit better on the next stream. Got the kids waking up, so I'm gonna go take care of them, and that's gonna be all we do for today. This was a good test. I managed to have a complete failure technical error at the very beginning of the stream, which I'll cut out of any reposting because I had my dang microphone off for the first 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure. Whatever. That's all good for all the nobody that's watching this yet. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. And for the nobody that stuck around, we've been brought to you by Cups, an espresso cafe today. If you care for some coffee, feel free to use the coupon code DYREN at checkout over at cupsespressocafe.com. Boom. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you later.